Hi guys, welcome back to Decorating Happily Ever After. I'm Jeffrey Kevin. Well, YouTube has given us another assignment. Now they also want you to hype my videos. So I need your help. If you will, like, subscribe, and hype my videos to help my channel grow. Today, I've set us an Eastertime Tablescape. I'm using Cabbageware along with lots of bunnies and a pastel color scheme. So let's take a look around the table. For today's tablescape, I'm using a pastel plaid tablecloth. I ordered this ages ago from Lillian Vernon. I just loved all of the pastel shades blended together. I'm also going to use my whitewashed wood chargers. I got these from Hobby Lobby a while ago. I'm going to be using my Cabbageware dishes today. These are the dinner plates. I also have the salad plates. And the cabbage bowls. I'm using my mother of pearl flatware today. I picked this up not very long ago on Amazon. I'm going to be using my pink Pioneer Woman glasses today. They have embossed roses on them, and they make me think of pink depression glass. I got these at Walmart. I'm also going to be using these pastel colored glasses that I got probably 25 or 30 years ago at TJ Maxx. Each one is a different pastel color. This is the yellow, and they have heavy gold work. I wish so much I had bought all the other colors. They had ruby and emerald and cobalt at the time, but I didn't have a formal dining room back then, so I just got the pastel. But now I see these online and they go for so much more than I paid. I probably got them on sale. I would highly doubt if I gave more than $5 a piece for them back then. I wish TJ Maxx still had stuff like that today. I'm also going to use my pink cupcake stands that I got at Hobby Lobby. And for the dinner napkins, I'm using pink with these little porcelain napkin rings that have different colored flowers on them. For my centerpiece today, I have one of my floral designs, and it's made in a cute little bunny planner. It's a bunny and he has a basket on each side of him. And I've just put some silk daffodils along with some little pink flowers, and I've tucked in some little glittery Easter eggs. And on each side, I have these sweet bunny rabbits. They're holding baskets, and they're all glittery. I think they're so cute. I've got one on each side. Mother found these for me at a thrift store. But here's the funny part. She found them 2 separate years. She found one year and brought it home, and I said, "Oh, I love it. I wish I had a pair of them." And then the next year she called me and said, they have those another one of those rabbits that you wanted. And sure enough, it was. So she got me a second one, and now I have a pair. And I've also got these sweet candlesticks. These are ceramic, and they're little bunnies that are playing around the base. And I've just put white candles. I found those one time at Goodwill, and that particular trip was a bunny haul. I guess somebody had just turned in all their Easter stuff, and I was thrilled to find those. I think they're so sweet. And here at this corner is one of my favorite little Easter cookie jars. I use cookie jars, guys, on the table just as ceramic accent pieces. But this is a Fitz and Floyd, and Mama Bunny has got her basket of baby bunnies, and they're out for a stroll. But I think that is so sweet. I love Fitz and Floyd, and I bought that, gosh, probably 20 years ago at Steinmart's. They used to have wonderful little bunnies and Fitz and Floyd pieces, but like I said, we just don't have places like that anymore. And I think the Cabbageware looks so good for Easter. Of course, it blends with lots of things, and I do use it with other things, but it looks so good with Easter stuff. This is a really sweet pair of vintage bunnies. I found these in a box of, there again, Easter bunnies at a thrift store. And they sort of have a little bit of a pastel sheen to them, iridescent, I guess. And here's the little daddy bunny, and he's holding a pipe. And then the little girl bunny back there is so cute. But those are vintage. And this is a little candle. It's a little basket of eggs. Mother found that, I believe, at a thrift store. People always ask me about my rabbit collection. I have so many, guys. I could set probably 3 or 4 or more tables like this. It's hard for me to hold back during Easter because I have so many, and I want to just put them all on the table, but they won't fit. So I'll be doing some more Easter tables and pulling out more of my collection. This is a really sweet little bunny teapot here. I got it years ago at a department store that's no longer in business, People's. They were in our local mall. And here you can see is another one of the pastel glasses. Now, most of my rabbit teapots came from Macy's, Steinmart's, TJ Maxx, Marshall's, places like that. But there again, they were purchased about 25 or 30 years ago. Places just don't have them anymore. Domestications was another place that I used to get bunnies. I believe this set of dancing bunnies, it's a teapot, I believe it came from Domestications. And then I also have the matching sugar and creamer. I love to use my little tacky, kitschy little baskets. These, I put them on high-end tables, low-end tables. I just mix them with everything. But they're actually safety pins, and they've made baskets. I have 3 of them, and I found them at Goodwill, and I think they're so cute. I use them on my Easter tables all the time, and I've just put some little pastel glittery eggs. I think that I probably picked up at Dollar Tree. And this is a cute little cookie jar. It's like a cracked egg with a little chick coming out. And I've just set it here on a little tray. The tray makes me think of Peeps, has the little bunny rabbits going around. And I use this by Mother's request. She said, "Are you going to use my favorite cookie jar?" And this is her favorite. She bought it at a thrift store. And it was funny because she was trying to describe it to me, and I just couldn't even begin to imagine what this cookie jar looked like. But then once she got here with it, I absolutely loved it. But the little pink egg has polka dots on it, and I think it's so sweet. And this is a little rabbit picture. He's got a tulip on his back. I believe I got that at People's as well. And here at the back corner, I've made a little glassware tower. I've got my pink cake stand here at the bottom. And then there's a jadeite green. These are both Mosier. And I've just made a little ring here. I've got my little lamb. We need a lamb because Jesus, he was our sacrificial lamb. And I've got a bunny, a Mr. and Miss Bunny. And this is a little cabbage dish with little bunnies peeking up out of the top. And here at the back, I have a little blue, kind of makes me think of Wedgwood, but it isn't, a little blue and white egg. But now you could use this as a centerpiece. And guys, I will move this before we eat. I won't leave this. Whenever we have guests, I'll just pick something like this up and wisp it off to the breakfast room. Because like I said, I wouldn't leave that there. It's just there for my amusement and hopefully for you guys too, because I just love to load every corner of the table. Here I've got a sweet little bunny rabbit on a flower pot. I have, I think, 3 of these. They came from the Dollar General, although they're, again, a long time ago. And I love this little cabbage teapot with a little bunny peeking up out of the top. I think that's so sweet. Here at the back of the table, I've got a really sweet little egg box. Mother found this for me at a thrift store. And here's a bunny and a cabbage. Here it's a little cookie jar. I think it's so sweet. And I've got another one of my little baskets. This is my safety pin basket. I can't imagine how they made those, but I think they were popular maybe in the 60s, something like that. I saw ones made with colorful beads, but they're not my favorite. I like the clear beads. They're just a little bit less tacky. And here we've got some more of the colored glasses. This is the pink, and I think I passed over, there is kind of a white one there. And going around the table here, this is a really sweet little basket. And I've just put some glittery eggs, little bunny basket. And I've got a little porcelain, I guess he's bisque, little bunny with a little wreath of flowers going around his neck. And here at this end of the table, I've got a little Easter basket. These are some eggs that I made ages ago when I was a teenager. And I don't even know if you can buy these threaded eggs anymore, but they kind of make me think of the little kits, the Christmas ornament kits. But now these were not kits. I just purchased the little threaded eggs, and then I got the little gold trim, and oh goodness, hundreds and hundreds of little gold straight pins and beads. And I made those back when I was into crafting. I don't craft much these days anymore, but anyway, I made those ages ago. But I wanted to bring those to the table so you guys could see them. And that too is something that I just pick up and set away right before we start to eat. But for those who always ask me, I always serve buffet style, so I don't have to worry about setting food on the table. After the blessing, we pick up our plates, take them into the kitchen, and fill them up. And that way, I'm free to have the table all decorated the way I like. People often ask me, do things ever get broken? And I've never had anything broken. The worst thing that's happened, I had a glass of iced tea dumped over one time, and I handled it about as well as Hyacinth Bouquet. I tried to not grimace too hard, but there was no harm done. Everything was cleaned up. But like I said, it takes a little finesse to eat at a maximalist table, but it's really not as difficult as people think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with a friend. Don't forget to hype and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Decorating Happily Ever After, to help it grow. I'm Jeffrey Kevin, wishing you a happy Easter. Bye-bye now.